I searched online for the definition of mitzvah. It comes from the Hebrew word meaning commandment. In fact, the main definition is a precept or commandment. The secondary definition is a good deed done out of religious duty. To me, a mitzvah is something you fulfill and you do. For example, you do something good for other people at the same time you fulfill a commandment. We only use the word mitzvah because in a positive way. When someone isn't following a commandment, we never say, they broke a mitzvah. The class was assigned to try out different mitzvot as a part of our study. For my mitzvah project, I'll be sending supplies to Puerto Rico to help with the hurricane damage. The mitzvah I liked most was saying blessings every day. In fact, I'm still doing it. I learn every day. Every day I learn something I can relate to the Torah. So, every day I say the blessing for Torah learning. I think that if you learn every day, you will stay young, because my dad often says, you only get old when you stop learning, because you think you know everything. I commit to continue to study Torah and to look for new, fresh ways to relate what I learned in life to what I learned in the Torah, because it's a mitzvah. The entire study process was great, so great that I don't have a favorite part. I especially liked learning to chant Torah with Julie, because Julie has a superpower. Initially, I was afraid when I thought about having to chant the Torah for this service. There was going to be a crowd. I would be reading a language I barely knew, which was written with no vowels, and I wouldn't just have to read them. I would have to sing them with no trope marks. My hope for my family, skipping ahead. My hope for me, myself in the future, is that I try to follow the 10 Commandments my best. My hope for my family, here we are, is that we find responsible ground rules if we have not already. My hope for the Jewish people is that we make ground rules that are inclusive to all Jews. And my hope for the world is that the rules we live by come to look more like the 10 Commandments. One thing I'm most blessed to have is a brother. Emmanuel, you're my favorite person. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is! You are my favorite person. I would love to thank Rabbi Dev, because in my mind, they are the perfect representation of what a person should be. I have tried my best to be like you, but you're one of a kind. You are. I would like to thank Julie for teaching me to chant Torah. You're also my favorite. Thank you for driving me from school to Kehila every Wednesday. Rabbi Gray, besides my parents, you are my favorite teacher. It is hard to accomplish. You had a lot of good competition, most of which is here. Thank you, Debbie, our amazing drummer. You energize the life in everyone's soul. Adil, you are the best study partner and my one and only brother from another mother. Thank you to my Havara for supporting me and my family. To my parents, the people who have taught me the most. Thank you. Thank you, Emmanuel, my brother, from the same mother. The person I love the most. Emmanuel, I do not know how you did it, but you were one of the most emotionally helpful people in the time of that story. And you have a wonderful gift. You are truly blessed. Thank you to the Mosaic Project for teaching me so much about conflict resolution. I promise to give a portion of my bar mitzvah gift as tzedakah to the Mosaic Project. Finally, to all of you, my posse, thank you for teaching me everything you have. That includes a lot. Shabbat Shalom.
Elijah's going to receive some blessings now. I want to invite up your parents, Sean and Leah, and your brother Emmanuel.
I'm ready to cry.
Okay. Eli? I'm ready.
That's how they always start.
I never do this, by the way. So that shows some of the gravity of how I'm feeling right now. Thank you for going through this process. I'm happy for you, and I'm excited to see what you take on next. You can probably feel how much you've gained from this, but I have also gained a great deal from observing you and supporting you. I already knew you were a special kid, but through this, I've realized that you have become a special young man. We all grow and change, and I had not appreciated your growth before you started this process. Which side am I on? I wish for you to be who you want to be, and I've never wished for you to be anyone else. I wish for you to have the security and strength to express yourself, even though people may disagree with your views or just plain not like you. Having that clarity is so much better than not having it. Congratulations on this far. There's still so much more today to go, and so much more.
It's gonna be a long day.
And we hope, right, a long life. And I hope to be a part of it for a long time.
You will be part of it for a long time.
I hope so. So, I love you, and I'm proud of you. And we gotta do this, yep.
Elijah, you are the awesomest brother. I've never expressed this feeling before, but no matter what happens, you're always aware of me. Well, you are my only brother too. You're always right, even though it annoys me sometimes. It's nice that you tell me the truth. You help me with my homework when I don't understand. When I want to play, you play with me. I hope that you always will have a creative activity. I hope you will become a professional baseball player.
Aww.
And you'll win a world championship in Pokemon.
You want my decks to be published?
Will you be a world champion?
So I guess I'm going last.
No.
No pressure.
You're not worried.
It is Elijah. You have no idea how happy I am today.
Yes, I do.
What a blessing it is for me to be able to have gone through this journey with you. If you really knew me, you would know that I often say that I never wanted you to grow up. But the truth is, I have known all of you since the moment you were born, and watching you change and loving it has been one of my secret delights.
Yeah.
Elijah, you are brave, empathic, loving, hardworking, and so every time you are faced with a challenge, you overcome it and become stronger for the experience. You have taught me humility and fearlessness. Thank you. My blessing for you, Elijah, is that you grow. Grow deeper in your self-knowledge, expand your ability to love others, and broaden your understanding of reality. If you really knew me, you would know that being your mother has I've ever received.
Remember that cried? Yeah, that's me.
And while you're up here, say it's a happy